You are leaving this nice warm egg where everybody cares about the environment. The real world, or corporate America, is not like that at all. Even companies that have a very strong sustainability program, Norfolk Southern did, it's just harder to make the sell, right? Because sometimes it's generational, sometimes it's leadership driven, everybody's trying to use their capital resources in different ways. Sometimes as environmentalists, we want to, make the sell from the heart. You have to do this, we're in a water stressed area, or climate change, it's really bad, don't you understand the trees, the air, the children. At the end of the day, your company is trying to make money. And even if they care about those things, they're not always going to see the extra accounting that goes in when you're looking at managing risk when it comes to climate. Getting the skills while you're in school of how do you communicate to different groups of people to change their behavior or to sell sustainability is always very helpful. One of my big soapboxes is to become best friends with the women in the Career Center. They're so passionate about putting people into places where it's a good match, and that's her job and they love it. And I think it's such an underutilized resource. Trust me, when you get into the real world, you have to pay a lot of money to get the kind of information that Karen and her team are giving you for free. I chose an MEM over an MS because it felt more comprehensive. In some ways, part of your curriculum is to take classes you would have never signed up for, but then you leave knowing all of these things that you didn't think you were going to need to use afterwards, but you do, like wetland ecology. I use that a lot in my job when we work with a lot of nonprofits, new conservation, and people at the company talk about, okay, how we have this piece of land, what incentives can we use to keep it, or what should we do? And you talk about things like wetland credits, and then you're explaining to them what it is. And I thought I only had to pay attention during my economics classes, right? So there are a lot more different classes you would take with an MEM than with a Master's of Science degree.